congratulations, epic battle. 5 sets, 5.5 hours. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, it was a long one. It was a long battle. I thought I played pretty well for the majority of the match, and obviously I was struggling physically, but so was he. And it was sort of who could last the longest in the end.
Great match.
Your mindset when you're falling
Can you wait? Raise your hand, and I can call on everybody. Okay, it's not an open forum here. Okay, name and affiliation. Thank you.
Bill from PA. Can you explain your mindset when you fall down in the final set?
Say that again. Sorry.
Can you explain your mindset when you fall down in the final set?
Yeah, just carried on fighting. Really, it was. Just tried to scrape little by little. Each point. I was obviously really struggling with my legs. On serve, I was fine on return, but so that gave me a bit of hope. But it was, I mean, I think when you're a kid, you're just told to fight till the end. I mean, that's sort of rule one, and I've done that pretty consistently throughout my career, and it sort of paid off a bit today.
David.
Hi, Dan. I just wonder, given the year that you've had and the ranking you've now gone down to, what does this mean to you in isolation on the day? I know it doesn't change the ranking around on its own, but just as a day itself, what does this mean to you?
I'm immensely proud that I come through the match. I think that's the overriding feeling more than anything is, I've had a lot of first rounds this year, and it's nice to win a match. Obviously, it was a long match. But that's the overriding feeling, is to still be able to win at this level. You always have doubts when you've been not winning. That's normal in any walk of life. If you're not doing well, you have doubts, and it's no different in tennis. And that would be my overriding feeling, is I'm happy to come through that match. Of course, it's a special match to win in what fashion or however you want to say, but I'm proud that I'm still able to compete with the on the tour. As you said, my rankings dropped, and I thought I could, but it's easier said than done. You can always think it, but it's you've got to go out there and do it. And in the obviously missing that shot in the first set didn't start proceedings off that well.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Neil from the Mirror. Where were you hurting most during the match now, and what do you plan to do the next 48 hours? Can you imagine going back on court the next 48 hours or so?
Yeah, I obviously won't practice tomorrow. It's just recover, try and recover as best as possible. I was hurting all over, really. It was just such. I don't think I've played 5 hours that long in a day ever in 2 sessions. Never mind in once. I was actually thinking that on the court. I've never practiced 2 hours. It's normally an hour and a half. So, we'll see. We'll see. I can't say no. I'm obviously being a bit of discomfort for the next, few hours, and 12 hours, 48 hours, whatever. But, I'm pride myself on being pretty fit, so should hopefully be okay.
Okay. On the right side.
Hey, Dan. Dan Wolkin from USA Today. From 4-4 in the final set on, you had some pretty outrageous shot making in that sequence. When you're that tired, how do those two things connect, the shot making and what's going on in your body, or do you just sort of let it go at that point?
I was really trying to focus at that part of the match. Was very easy to lose focus being tired, and I think I did a bit when I was 30 live up in that game, and somehow got out of the game, and I felt I felt pretty good on return. I didn't feel so tired returning. It was more jumping up to the serve and just carried on fighting, I could see he was in discomfort and it wasn't massively extravagant shot making. It might have looked like that, but he wasn't covering too much of the court at that point. It was and for him, big targets were sort of got you winners. So I was just trying to work him. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Hi, Dan. You mentioned doubts before. Just curious what kind of doubts you've had this year when things weren't going your way.
No, it's just I've won no matches on the tour. It's basic stuff really. It's and when you're looking for wins, they become harder and harder to get. Everything becomes, a little more difficult to get over the line, and when you're winning matches, everything flows and you don't have to think so much, and that was it was pretty evident. I was trying to serve out the first set, and then in the breaker, just missed a backhand long, but I got there in the end. But it was I'm just happy to have come through to get another chance to play.
Young lady in the back.
Daria Mishcherikova, Tribuna, Ukraine. So the crowd was definitely on your side. Before the match, could you think that people would cheer up for you that much? And did it motivate you during the game?
Yeah, it was, I guess, sort of had them on my side in the end when I was obviously losing pretty badly. So I guess everybody likes, there's the story that you come back from 4-love or I was down. But it was a great atmosphere. It's one of the reasons I love playing here so much is the atmospheres, especially on the outside courts, it can get very loud, and I thought they were pretty fair to both, and it was a nice atmosphere out there.
I just wondered if any of the Olympic comebacks with Andy, did that experience, did any of that help you today? Did it come into your mind at all or anything?
I didn't really think about it, to be honest. It was I just kept looking at the clock really to try and just hang in. But it's another pretty good comeback, I guess. There's 3 in a matter of months. Nuts. Yeah.
All right, we'll take 2 more. Willie and Simon.
When you look back at this match in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, what do you think will go through your mind?
Just, I guess it'd be such a good thought to, amazing feeling to have come through the match. The irony, I've played him probably more than anybody on the tour as well. I've played him so many times. I don't know. I'll be proud. I will obviously be proud. It was just a crazy match. I guess, yes. One I'll remember obviously forever. I don't really know. I can't put it into words right now. Be obviously something of happiness. There'll be no bad thoughts.
Last question.
Simon from the Telegraph. So when you're looking at the clock, what are you thinking? Like next 5 minutes or?
Yeah, I was trying to just play. Stay out there as long as possible at 4-love and just see where I could get myself. It was. Again, I'll say it's the longest I've ever been on a court. It was, in the 4th set, I had to check the set to see what set we was in. I wasn't entirely sure what set we was in. But it was. I don't really want to do that again. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
Hi, I'm John McEnroe, and welcome to Eurosport Tennis on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to Eurosport Tennis.